So I got a lot to say in this video, and it's all very important. Should I start with the least important or the most important? The most important is really heavy stuff, okay? Really heavy stuff. And the least important is still important stuff. So I find it interesting that my videos should start with somewhere. I gotta start somewhere. So I find it interesting that my videos get flagged on YouTube. First video titled "To Alex Jones, the Patriot Hour, and General Flynn." Second video that gets flagged titled "To Alex Jones, to the Patriot Hour, to General Flynn." Now, the reason I find it interesting that those videos get flagged is because I made 20 of those videos prior. Never got flagged. People watched so many different videos. Even if it was low numbers, it does not matter. Videos that got flagged, all very important shit. In all the other videos, I don't know what was in those videos exactly, but I do know I've made multiple videos threatening just about every single person on planet Earth. Not to mention videos titled this and videos titled that, which are just horrible titles to videos. And none of those videos ever got flagged. And with that said, I find it interesting that the few things that I came to notice over the course of the few days leading up to where I couldn't upload videos, a few very major things took place. What seemingly was simple. So, the first thing I want to say is I made a couple videos as fast as possible to Ariana Grande because on the way back from Florida, I sat next to a person on the train. Actually, the person sat next to me on the train. And that person was the person who was now if he wasn't the person, okay, then when I watched the video, I said, because there was a few things in the video that I'm saying to myself, and I remember a few things, but then with all the other stuff that come bum rushing into my head, it was like, which do I speak on? I gotta get this out there. I gotta say this. I gotta say this. I gotta say this. Just like I'm making this video, and there is so much more to this video yet. So I'm taking my time making this video. The point being is that the guy that sat next to me on the train, now, his name was not Normandin, but Ari, if you're watching this, okay, his name was Bond. Now, I found that interesting, and I did not go through the hundreds of videos at this point I've made and this and that, and I should, but I haven't, and try to find the picture of this guy, and I'm pretty sure I have the small video of this guy sitting next to me on the train. Like, I took like a 20-second, maybe 30-second video, and I'm pretty sure I got his face on camera, right? Now, Normandin, okay, got locked up about 25 minutes away from where my grandmother lives. Now, what's interesting about that is I said a whole lot of shit at the time in those videos, and I'm coming to the realization too that that could be very, very uh, halfway, halfway wrong. Okay, as far as the people that I started mentioning, like Chinchilla, and but I could be right about that too. It's just it's just, look, I'm not really, I don't like making these videos because it's like I'm not talking to you and I can't get things done. And I know that's exactly what Normandin was saying in those videos he was making. And I'm saying straight up, like, I know that it's getting somehow to you. I just don't know how my messages are getting to you. I don't know if you're hearing me or you're just like freaking, or if somebody is relaying this and it's causing more and more uh, issues, or maybe not. Maybe it's bringing the fucking worms out. I don't know. Okay, but I do know that what I'm saying is because I care about you, and I will go further into how absolutely insane this whole fucking everything is. Trying to stick to the one thing, which is this Normandin. Okay, now the guy Bond, okay, that sat next to me, looked a whole lot like Normandin. But then, even in the videos where I was watching Normandin, okay, uh, which then that's when I realized, at that moment I realized, holy crap, this is the guy. When I seen the videos, I mean, why would I be like, oh, look at this is the guy from the videos I haven't watched, you know what I'm saying, or wasn't thinking of, or and I should have been, maybe. I totally should have fucking been. So my point being is that, and I did say it was pretty weird that this guy's name was Bond. And I wasn't really thinking, like, I judged it kind of like on the situation, and saying to myself, like, he was a little bit off, a little bit weird. I definitely thought maybe possibly I was possibly going to get stabbed in the throat and not wake up. But since you were not exactly sitting right next to me, I did not care. Okay. Because at this point, this is so freaking insane. Everything is so crazy. So my point being is that it reminded me, though, that I'm like, one way or another, whether he was Normandin himself, or if he was acting like Normandin. Yo, Bond, okay, right? Because he was very nice, and I was being very nice, a little bit strange, he had like a pile of like food wrappers going, and he offered me some like candy and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's lovely, that's good, I got some food, we're good. But at the end, it's like, I think I took like some Skittles, seriously, you know. And the point being is that I should probably have not even done that at this point. But like I said, it's like I didn't really want to be rude at the end of the freaking whole train ride, and it was just like, the point being is that he definitely acted no matter what, and he was like, he had a hearing problem, and he was speaking like, Normandin did, and in the video, and I'm saying I wouldn't have known that until after seeing the video. The minute I seen the video, I was like, hey, man, wait the fuck, holy shit, boom. I mean, it hit me. I was like, oh my God, this is the dude that sat next to me on the train. But then I started thinking back a little bit further, because I'm saying, where else have I seen this guy? And I'm like, I know where I fucking seen this guy. And because as I'm watching the video, I'm saying to myself, wow, that looks a whole lot like Mike Fox. Normandin looks a whole lot like Mike Fox. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, Mike Fox, wow, what a jealous fucking wacko that piece of shit was. And the day that I went to hang out with Mike Fox to go get some weed back in the day, Okay? He totally confessed to me about the fucking candles, about the fucking calendars, about trying to fuck my wife. And guess who he introduces me to? His brother, Bond. Okay? There was a girl there, I don't remember her name, and there was a guy there that looked like, it could have actually been, the fucking guy, Marilyn Manson, minus the makeup. He did not have the makeup on, okay? And the whole trench coat thing, yeah. And he looked, yeah, like straight out, like fucking. I even called him on it, and he's like, "Oh, you might be right," He's like, "Blah blah blah." Yo, and this is going back 20 something fucking years ago, Ari. Like, that's how long ago that those fucking candles and shit were fucking bought. And I remember the fucking thing, because that's what I'm saying. The minute I seen, oh, like Yankee candles and this and that, I remember like the last time I went to fucking Kmart with my sister, and like one, two, maybe three of my sisters, my mom, fucking. This is going back like holy shit, like Jesus Christ. This is going back like freaking. We're talking like, what was I like? When the fuck did Walmart take over and Kmart like started becoming fucking. Dude, we went to Kmart. That's all I know. I can even tell you the fucking Kmart that those things were fucking more than likely bought in, and that my DNA is more than likely on those calendars. More than likely, though, my DNA was on those fucking candles and on those fucking calendars, if you still have those fucking candles and calendars. But I did not fucking send those to you. That was not me. But I do remember how weird it was that my sister was like, "Oh, Anthony, why don't you grab those candles? Why don't you grab those candles?" I don't trust my sisters. I don't trust my family. Okay, at all. I do not. My sisters are not my sisters, by the way. Um, but I still consider them my sisters. And it's just like really, really interesting, like that. I remember that because it was so freaking strange for them to be like, "Anthony, can you grab those candles for me?" And I was like, really, why? It's like they're right there. It was like, "Oh, but it's like, well, something, 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 something," and it's like, "Oh, blah blah blah." Like they wanted me to pick up a gift for somebody I didn't know. So that's that. And the puppy calendar and kitten calendars. Yeah, I think it was like what, like I don't know if it was like a 3-pack or a 5-pack. Yeah, it was something like that. It was like a 3-pack of calendar. I don't remember. I just know that there was a good deal on calendars, and freaking it was cute. So fucking, I don't remember the fucking picture. Maybe if I seen the fucking thing, I could be like, "Yep, that's the one." That's the one, or maybe that's not the one. But right now, there's no real fucking. I just remember there being a whole bunch of fucking calendars on sale. But it gets better when I start to think of the interaction with Mike Fox and meeting his brother, who went by the name of Bond. Okay. And I remember how Mike Fox was like, "Oh, well, you're not James Bond, fucking blah blah blah," and it's like I wasn't. If I was maybe joking about that, but I wouldn't have been fucking joking about that. Like, yeah, those contracts were not even in my fucking head. So these people had fucking knowledge of things that they should not have had fucking knowledge of. Okay, that's part one. Part two is that freaking they made some very, very specific type of threats to me, and I'm saying to myself, wow, with the amount of crazy shit that's going on right now in life, and this is 2020. This is way back in fucking 1990 fucking 7. 1997, you know what I'm saying? It's like holy shit, maybe 1998. I don't fucking exactly know. I just know that fucking Walmart started the fucking rise, And Kmart started to fall, so that's where I'm fucking pretty much timing this right now. So maybe I was 16, maybe 17. That's why it's funny. The three-piece mirror set. I remember the three-piece mirror set. So, what's really fucking interesting is that all that shit is fucking for real there. Now, if I'm wrong about that, then that means that fucking holy shit, because then we'll fast forward it to the day that this guy gets fucking arrested. Now, I'm up at my freaking grandma's house, and I didn't even know exactly who the fuck it was on the TV, to be completely freaking honest. I'm so sorry. Love, girl, beautiful, wonderful, awesome, heart, rib, soul. My better half that I've barely met. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, little pop star got stalked by a crazy dude. That's wonderful. You know, it's like, really, to tell you I'm sorry, it just wasn't going through my head, and I'm like, oh, I'm glad they got the psycho. That's great. That's wonderful. Bye, psycho. You know, it's like, boom, that was it. You know, I had other things to worry about, like me being completely fucking drugged out of my mind, and not realizing that I was being drugged completely out of my mind. But when I got the fuck away from this place, meaning basically most of my life, and I freaking went on vacation here and there, I started realizing then that I was like, wow, I'm sleeping better. And actually went on vacation for a month and a half, 2 months, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. How am I sleeping better? I came home, I threw away all my food, everything I had. I freaking spices, this, that. Didn't care if it was even sold. I just done everything out the garbage. Bought all new stuff, started sleeping better. My brain started feeling better. Even in the fucking, and I just slept constantly at that point. Nothing. So that's that. And the other thing about that whole situation is they were also working with, back then, they were working with Mike Wolf, who was also called Charlie Brown. Now, I don't know which one was which. I mean, as far as like which one was which name his real fucking name was. Like Mike Wolf, I can spot him. I could probably still spot him to this very day. I could probably still tell him who the fuck he is. But if I seen him, if I was seeing him in a fucking lineup, I could fucking pick him out. And Jay Mackey, which Jay Mackey lives on the fucking Indian reservation. Oh, where is that? Probably right in the same spot where those fucking servers more than likely are being ran out of. The ones that when I go near them, my phone starts to go fucking buggy and my fucking shit starts to bounce all around like a fucking pinata, fucking ping pong ball, whatever. So that's that. And because my fucking IP address, which is fucking supposed to be and should have been fucking highly guarded, let alone fucking highly fucking, you know, James Bondish, you know, like fucking somehow, some way that gets out into the fucking general fucking public, like fucking, and you know, because you know this just was a just complete fucking disaster by everybody, and I really hope everybody dies fucking sometime. Oh, that's right, this COVID's going on. Let's not hope everybody dies, okay? Because I would not like to lose you, and I do not want to fucking this is fucking so fucked up. So, any more about this topic? Probably. So let's just give it a second. Um, yeah. Yeah, I just remember the very specific things about, like, oh, you're not Bond, this is Bond, and his name actually was Bond, and it was like some sort of bullshit fucking, like, whole thing was fucking bullshit. Like, I was just like, as long as I'm not fucking being swung on, as long as I'm not, then I guess I can let the crazy people fucking live and think whatever the fuck they want. But holy shit, shit comes back around. It's like, I mean, it's like they kept most of their fucking word at that point. So it's like, wow, it's like, holy shit, man, you know? Oh, the other thing. My grandmother tells me, Anthony, would you like to go out to the casino with us? I'll give you a few dollars to go into play the slot machines and, $20. I was like, not really. I'm like, I really don't want to go to the casino. And, where the fuck was it? I think, I don't know if she said the Mohegan Sun or I don't remember what, but the reason I'm bringing that up is because I know the second time this guy gets arrested, it's at the fucking casino where you are. But me, as far as when I was told, Anthony, would you like to go out to the casino? And this is what gets me really interested is that, oh, and I'm also forgetting that. I'll get to that in a second. The lookalikes. So, yeah, so as far as the casino goes, I did not go to the casino. I said to my grandmother, I'm good. I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy, have fun. I would love to go to the casino, but when I actually have money to spend in the casino, I would love to go to the casino with you. Which I don't know when the fuck that will ever be because I am so fucking broke and I shouldn't be. I'm fucking like, I am actually like, I should have been. Actually, I am, but I am not exactly. It's fucking complicated. I am like super, super fucking rich. It's like, but I guess at this point it's just rich in the mind because I don't see it in my pocket. Okay, so that's the thing. And what I was saying is that, yeah, I was going to go see Carrot Top if I chose to go. And I was like, nah, I'm good. So, the comedian, because I liked the comedian Carrot Top. And she said, didn't you like how he's playing in this casino? And it's like, she was going to. So it's just interesting that all transpired. But that happened and I didn't go. And then I hear about this in this video. And I mean, I've heard about it before, but I was like, well, they got these guys. It's like, Ari, I wasn't thinking like, I just wasn't thinking. I was thinking about so many other things that about to go into now. It's like, because this just doesn't fucking end ever. With anything, I'm like, can I please just fucking get a sword or a fucking, like a long stick? Can I have at least can I at least have like a powerful fucking long stick? You know what I'm saying? Why a power? Just get a cane, Jesus. It's like, no, I want that motherfucker fully equipped with like darts and like, fucking thing unfolds to a shield, you know what I'm saying? And like, it fucking possibly has like a fucking helicopter attached to it, and like a whole bunch of other shit that I'm totally gonna fucking need because this is absolutely fucking that insane. So I'm saying to myself, like, and it makes sure it's heavy-ish, so like it inflicts pain if need be, that would be wonderful. But the other stuff would be more important. And moving back to what I was saying. So I find it interesting that, this guy gets arrested and it's like that was right around the time that I'm thinking like somebody was trying to fucking hint in the direction of like there's a sweet, lovely, beautiful, wonderful, talented person that would love to meet a person like me. And I didn't go because I just said my life sucks and I'm $20 in a casino. It's like, even if it was free by my grandma, it's like, I'm good. But I'm guessing. So that's that. And I'm saying, there was certain people around that I'm guessing, like, because it's not like, like we hadn't bumped into each other before in life. So it's like, it's interesting that, Chinchilla was there. Now, that's where it gets interesting too, because there was the girl with this guy, Bond, and she looked, and I had to think about this for quite a little bit of time. Now, she looked a whole lot like the girl who could have possibly been my daughter, okay, that I had with General Flynn's daughter. And that's where it gets really interesting because I'm saying to myself, that whole weird situation with Dylan Roof. But then there's, the fact that it's like there was the time the girl came here, and I'm saying to myself, was that Ari or was that my daughter? Because it's like everything happened so fast, and I really didn't exactly. I mean, I really did look like you, man. And or was it that one? Now, because there's so many of you, it's like, what the fuck? Yo, no, seriously, and I'm wondering if that was Chinchilla or was not Chinchilla, because it sure the hell seemed like Chinchilla, and it definitely could have been Chinchilla. Now, my grandmother used a name from way back in the day that I know he was called, and I'm saying to myself, okay, it's like Ari, like sometimes friends have alternative motives, and the things that I can figure out now in my head are some pretty fucked up things. And it's like I forgive anybody you want me to forgive, because that these people like just better than me. People change. I believe that, and I'm just saying to myself that at the same time, it's pretty fucking lowball, some of the shit that was pulled, and some of the shit that fucking, ended up transpiring because of fucking people pulling bullshit, while fucking, moving forward in life. And it's like, I got a really, really fucking fucked up, experience in life due to so many things. And I'm saying to myself, like, I don't know if you care. I don't know if you care. I just hope you do. And it's like, I hope you're still you. I hope they haven't fucking somehow fucking managed to replace you somehow, some way. And, because I've met so many real, holy crap, like and that even goes into one, instance where when I was younger, what I thought was and this is really fucked up. So coffee. So yeah, that is, I hear this song that was posted, and I'm like, wow. It sounded like you. It sounded like you, and it's like to me, it's like look, I already know that certain things are totally possible, but in this case, I jumped ahead of myself after hearing it and saying, I remember that, and it's like, but then I remembered more of that, and it's like I remembered, I got this fucking pesky fucking nuisance called fucking, like, I try to remember only the good, and it's like, because it's like more like I lived my life like live and let live, give as you expect to get, bygones be bygones and stuff, but then there are really, really, really super fucking absolutely just like they don't fucking learn, let alone stop. Okay? And that's where a lot of people, I think, are getting just to the fucking point of like sick of the crap. And that's what makes life horrible for fucking everyone. But, ta-da, cheers to that. I don't know if that impresses you or not impresses you. You know, I gotta stab somebody in the face? No, I'm just saying. So it's like, it's like, so what I'm saying is that this is really important too, because that person. So I was very young, and I was in my car, and all of a sudden, what I thought was probably one of the most kick-ass girls I've ever met in my entire life hops into the car. And when I think of like memories in my head from like dreams and everything else, it's like, wow, this person just had so much of that, and it wasn't a girl. I mean, it he looked exactly like. I mean, it's like, holy Christ, it's like she don't even she, what can I say, Ari? If I don't say this, it's like I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. So I don't know if you can, I'm trying to say here, man. It's like, yo, it's like this dude looked exactly like you. Holy shit. Holy shit. Like the like that fun side of you, that oh man. Wow. That's crazy. Yo, so I'm thinking I have like the prettiest girl I've ever seen. Okay, yo, fucking, you think this is really fucking, this is some really fucked up shit. I gotta say this. Because it needs to be fucking said. So I'm saying to myself, it's like I thought I had the prettiest girl sitting next to me, and I'm like saying to my fucking self, like, holy shit, like, that's great. That's freaking awesome. And I remember it was like, it was like something, 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 and it was like, it's like, here, smoke this, and smoked a bowl, weed, and not crack. Thank God. And I'm saying to myself, it's like, fuck you, go, no, this is, it's like, oh, she's just talking, and I'm saying to myself, like, oh, that's awesome, that's freaking awesome, and yeah, that wasn't a girl. And it's like, oh, wow. So then that's when I did not even realize, because I just